I really have a problem with blush. Anytime I start applying blush, I go, I need more, and then I'm not able to stop myself until I look like a tomato. Hello, welcome to my video. If you're from my Instagram, I love you, and if you're not from my Instagram, love you all the same. So today, I am trying out the Vanilla Girl aesthetic. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos or any of my Instagram makeup looks, but I am not the type to fit the mold for this specific trend slash look. But here I am today trying it out nonetheless, and you know what? Who knows? Maybe I even end up liking it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so to start off with, I'm gonna be gluing down my brows. Now, if you watched any of my videos or if you've seen any of them in the past before, this is not the normal step that I usually take. I normally do this off camera and then fill my brows in and then go in straight to eyeshadow base. But we're not going to be using eye base today because we're not going to be using any eyeshadow. So I am very uncomfortable, but we're doing it, you know? Okay, so as you can see, I didn't shape them to be too fluffy or anything like that. Just sort of simple, natural brows. And now I'm just going to fill them in with a pencil. So I've seen some girls on TikTok fill theirs in. I've seen others not do that, but mine honestly need a little bit of filling in, so that's what I'm gonna do. Right, so now that that's done, I'm just gonna clean up underneath my eyebrows just a tiny bit using my foundation. And wow, I mean, I normally fill in my brows way more than this, so I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Right, so I said we weren't gonna be using eyeshadow today, and honestly, we're not. We're only gonna be using one eyeshadow, one singular one.
Not this.
So that's why I'm not taking eye primer. I'm just taking a little bit of that foundation that I just used and bringing it all over my lids just to even out the skin tone. Sort of like that. So basically, go ahead, girl, give us nothing. And since this trend focuses on just glowy, dewy, minimalistic makeup, which is everything that I personally am not, we're gonna be using a shimmery shade from the Nikkie Tutorials palette. And this is honestly the prettiest champagne shade ever. I love it for me even when I'm not trying to be this Vanilla Girl aesthetic. So I think everybody should get this palette. Honestly, it's a great palette anyway. But yeah, I'm just taking that shade and I'm applying it all over to my lid. Sort of messily. Precision is not the key here. So, I mean, we're done with eyeshadow. Basically, this is it. I don't know if the camera is picking up on how beautiful that shines, but I am now taking an eyelash serum and I'm just coating my lashes because I really want them to stay up and separated, or as much as they possibly can, because my natural lashes are just not giving. So I never skip this step, but if you're wanting to follow along to this trend, you can honestly skip this and just move on to mascara. So since the skin needs to look naturally radiant, I'm applying the NYX Plump Right Back Serum slash Primer because that's exactly what it does to my skin. So now I'm taking my foundation and applying it all over my face. And I'm gonna try and use less foundation than I normally do because that's the point of this trend, is minimalism, which honestly, I don't know nothing about no minimalism, girl. I really like, this is all so foreign to me, and I'm not hating on it. Obviously, I think the girls who are doing this trend are looking absolutely beautiful, but I just don't know if I have what it takes to pull it off. I feel like Miss Trixie Mattel when she tweeted about this trend and like tweeted something along the lines of, well, it's over for me. And honestly, same. But we're gonna try and make it work because you just never know. And if this works and I end up actually liking this makeup, this might be the fastest makeup look that I ever do because literally there's nothing going on. It's so simple. So I don't know if you can tell or not, to be honest, but I did use way less foundation than I normally do. Now I'm gonna pack on the concealer wherever I need it though, because you know, your girl needs a lot of it. And again, I'm just gonna blend that in with my beauty blender. And guys, while I'm doing that, let me tell you the struggle it was to find a shirt that sort of fit the clean girl aesthetic. I don't wear beige. I mean, if you watched, like I said, any of my videos or seen any of my content anywhere, you'll know. Like, even look at my nails, for example. Like, I like a lot of loud, I like a lot of color. I wear black more often than I wear anything beige or light colored. So this, really, believe it or not, was a challenge to me. This didn't come easy to me. Here I am sort of trying to fit the mold. And right now, I really don't know if I like it because personally, I think that if you want to do this trend and look good, you have to have really good skin, a really good even skin tone, almost no dark circles, so that you can actually apply a minimal amount of makeup and have it look good. Whenever I apply a minimal amount of makeup, I actually look sort of sickly.
True.
So if I don't have time to apply my normal usual amount of makeup, I just don't apply makeup at all, period. But that's just me though. Tell me how you do your makeup in the comments below. Do you actually like a sort of minimalistic style like this one? I know a lot of people do, but I'm just not that girl.
You'll never be glam.
So in the spirit of that, I might need just one more layer of concealer on my dark circles. I need it, okay? So at this point, I would normally sort of bake my under eye area, and I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna set them slightly with some banana powder, just very lightly tapping underneath. Okay, and that's that. I am gonna use a little bit of bronzer to warm up my face. I've seen the pretty girls do that, but again, it's gonna be significantly less than I would normally. Sort of like that. I mean, I don't even know if the camera is picking it up. It's so little, but okay. So every other week I paint myself to look like a clown, and I do end up looking like a clown, but I wonder what it's gonna be this week. Like, am I gonna look like I've been sitting at home with the flu for 2 weeks, like by the end of this? That's my question. I haven't seen the Vanilla girls do their chins and their double chins, but I have a triple chin, so I mean, I have to, right? So for blush, I'm using the Balm blush that I use every day anyway, and it's so pretty. It does have some shimmer in it, which I personally love, but for this trend, that's what we need anyway, because we do want our skin to look glowy and highlighted without it looking like we put makeup on it, you know what I mean? So this blush does exactly that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my mascara now, and you guys, this is honestly the face. I'm not gonna be applying any highlighter or anything like that. The blush already did its job with that one. So we're almost done. Can you believe how quick that was? Okay, for the most part, this is it. I'm just gonna line my lips now, and I normally love to use a nude lip pencil, but today I'm using Soar by MAC. It's more of a dusty rose type of color. Don't you love it when somebody's lining their lips and talking and you can literally barely understand them? Yeah, same. And yet here I am doing it too. Okay, so the lips are lined, but I'm trying to make them sort of look like this is their natural shape and I didn't actually line them. So I'm just gonna blend that in to my lips with a brush. So just blending that in towards the center of both my upper and lower lip. Great, just like this. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of a sort of red cherry tinted lip gloss. Not a lot, just enough to make you believe that this is my lip color, you know? Okay, and basically I'm done. Now I hate to admit it, but this look is kind of pretty dewy and fresh, and I do like it.
Mama, this is garbage.
Would I personally wear it on a daily basis? Probably not, because it's just not me. Like I said, everybody else looks absolutely beautiful with the look on, but me, I'm more of a loud clown painter. So if it's not that, I'm just not gonna do my makeup, you know what I mean? But with that being said, this did end up looking better than I thought it was gonna, and that's surprising to me because of the little amount of makeup that I used. And I think I said something similar in the JLo Vogue video I did a while back, and it was something along the lines of, for how little makeup you're using, you're doing a lot of work. And it stayed true in that video, and it stays true in this one as well. Because for me personally, if I'm gonna do all the work, I want it to look like I'm wearing makeup. But that's just me. I know people love the look of no makeup, but for me, if I'm doing makeup, I want you to know that I'm doing makeup, you know what I mean? And I know that you certainly do most days, but not today. And this is a cute, healthy, nice little change, but will I be doing it in my personal life every day? Probably not, but maybe sometimes. But with that being said, that's it for today's video. Now, let me know down in the comments below. Do you like this trend? Did you try it out on yourself, or are you going to? Do you normally like trends like this where the focus is on minimalism? Let me know all the good stuff down in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, then please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!